Ticking the budget box entails more than just finding cheap airfares. To properly appreciate post-pandemic travel, you'll need cheap lodging, a lot of free sightseeing, and a lot of street food eating. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look at some of the cheapest destinations that you can visit post-pandemic. Number 17. Nicaragua. Nicaragua is recognized for its pristine beaches, wild Pacific seas, wonderfully preserved villages, gorgeous islands, and 19 volcanoes. Then there are its fantastic hotel deals, such as Granada's highly rated El Almirante, which starts at £35 per night. Most of the country's 550 miles of coastline is blissfully tranquil all year, and with the placid Caribbean to the east and the Pacific surf waves to the west, there is something for every sort of beach lover. Beyond the immaculate sandy stretches of this ideal post-lockdown getaway, there is lots to explore. Explore the capital city of Granada's beautiful architecture and the vibrant paintings of Leon, dive with hammerhead sharks off Little Corn Island, and walk up the twin volcanoes of Isla de Ometepe and Lake Cocibolca. You can even try your hand at ash surfing down a crater, such as Cerro Negro. That's a great holiday anecdote. Number 16. Morocco. Morocco is an excellent introduction to Africa for anyone wishing to venture beyond their usual vacation choices. Casablanca and Marrakesh have magnificent architecture and busy markets, while Essaouira on Morocco's west coast is a gorgeous fading beach town. Hotels are inexpensive wherever you go. The 4-star Riyad Gali and Spa in Marrakesh features accommodations starting at £29 per night, while the House by Riyad Ina in Essaouira charges only £15 per night. Other attractions in the country include the Atlas Mountains, which are claimed to be the final resting place of the Greek god Atlas when the weight of the earth became too much for his shoulders, and a camel ride in the Sahara. Number 15. Turkey. Where better to find history, culture, and nearly guaranteed sunlight than in Turkey? Istanbul is your first stop on your post-pandemic vacation odyssey. Visit the Hagia Sophia after sampling the street food specialty Balık Ekmek or a catch of the day fish sandwich. This 1,500-year-old complex served as a church throughout the Byzantine Empire before being converted into a mosque by the Ottomans. Entry is now free because it was just converted back into a mosque. Aside from its epic historical significance, Turkey has a plethora of golden beaches throughout the Aegean and Mediterranean coasts, where a traditional sailboat tour is a must. Another attraction is the village of Pamukkale, located inland, where you may channel your inner Roman by swimming in the warm waters. Many of us enjoy the idea of staying in small, friendly guest houses after the lockdown, and you're sure to get a warm welcome at Istanbul's magnificent Buyukada Kankaya Hotel, where rooms start at roughly £19 per night. Number 14. Belarus. Belarus travel is once again possible. Because of the recent reduction in the cost of tourist visas, you can now visit this former Soviet republic without a visa for up to 30 days. Make a journey to Minsk, the post-Stalinist city, and be stunned by its towering architecture, such as the hulking ex-KGB headquarters. You may be astonished to learn that this is also a cosmopolitan, modern European city, with streets lined with galleries and sushi restaurants. A stay at the Belarus Hotel, which starts at £37 a night, is worth it, just for the pool. Beyond Minsk, Belarus has 16th century castles at Mira Nesvish, picturesque towns, and 4 national parks, including the Narachansky Lake District. Number 13. Cambodia. Cambodia was rising in popularity prior to the pandemic, not just with gap-year travelers, but also with adults seeking adventure. The fact that you can have 5-star accommodations for less than the price of a travel lodge back home is also a plus. Take, for example, the Iyokambo village in Siem Reap, where rooms with a pool view cost £73 per night. Cambodians are known for their friendliness, and you'll be greeted with huge smiles at the cafes and eateries. And for a few quid, you can tuck into warm bowls of chicken soup and noodles. Set your alarm and dress your elephant motif trousers to witness the sunrise behind the world-famous Angkor Wat Temple, the most iconic landmark in the enormous archaeological park, for a touristic but important Cambodian experience. With 72 temples to see, the £45 3-day ticket may be preferable than the £30 one-day pass. Much of Southeast Asia is off-limits to visitors. While Laos and Vietnam have severe quarantine regulations, Cambodia is more enticing than ever because you may still travel there. Just be aware that there are fewer flights than usual. Number 12. Nepal. It's unexpected. Nepal is one of the world's cheapest places to visit, making it an ideal post-pandemic tourist option. With the snow-capped Himalayas as a backdrop to harsh mountain landscapes, deep jungle plains, hilltop villages, and 10 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, it's difficult to imagine Nepal is also one of the world's least expensive nations to visit. Nepal is ideally suited to independent travelers. Hiking tours such as the famous Annapurna circuit provides a once-in-a-lifetime adventure in addition to hot meals and mattresses at traditional tea houses. Because of the epidemic, there may be fewer of these venues to pick from. Wildlife enthusiasts could visit Chitwan National Park to observe tigers and elephants up close, but avoid the luxury lodges and instead stay at nearby Sauraha, where a private double room can be had for as little as £8 a night. After the serenity of the countryside, the bustling capital of Kathmandu can be a shock. But once you've readjusted, stroll around the historic center with its pavilions and pagodas, feast on delicious street food for about $5 a day, and stay in perfectly lovely hotels such as the 2-star famous house from £13 a night. We don't mind if you do. Number 11. Kenya. Swap the concrete jungle for Kenya's wildlife sanctuary. While there is plenty to see and do in Nairobi and Mombasa, such as the Karen Village Art Center and Fort Jesus National Park, the most popular sites are located deep in the bush outside of towns. Day trips to national parks, giraffe centers, and thundering waterfalls are all enjoyable, but the safari alternatives in Kenya are the most enticing. Visit Maasai Mara and get up close and personal with lions, cheetahs, and elephants in their native habitat. Book one of the huge luxury tents at the Wildebeest Eco Camp in Nairobi from £21 a night to get into safari mode early on. Number 10. Bolivia. Bolivia is regarded as the cheapest country in South America to visit and a good post-pandemic tourist destination. Bolivia, the cheapest country in South America, is a budget traveler's dream and a great destination for post-pandemic vacation. La Paz, Bolivia's high-energy capital, is a dizzying experience. Take the subway in the sky cable car for breathtaking vistas, then stroll down Calle Hayen, which is home to some of the city's best preserved architecture. You may find nice budget accommodations for roughly £15 per night, or try the quaint 4-star Casa Fusion Hotel Boutique, which has rooms starting at £29 per night. Head to Lake Titicaca from La Paz for the freshest fish cooked at kiosks along the shore on Copacabana for less than £3. Alternatively, take a boat to Isla del Sol and trek around the island to enjoy the lake views. Food is extremely cheap in Bolivia. Look for almuerzo, which consists of soup, a main entree, and dessert for as low as £1. If you're going to spend money on one expedition, make it a trip to Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat. This incredible site, known as the world's largest mirror, should not be missed. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the scene, number 8. Honduras. Honduras has beautiful white sandy beaches, but you won't have to remortgage to visit this post-pandemic vacation hotspot. If you've always wanted to visit the Maldives but don't want to remortgage, don't worry. Honduras provides swaths of white sand beaches without the high prices associated with honeymooners. In fact, traveling here will cost you less than £25 a day, with super inexpensive lunches and hotel rooms averaging £10. Consider staying at Tegucigalpa, sometimes known as Tegus, the capital city. Rooms at the 2-star hotel Nanking start at £22 per night. Honduras is an excellent alternative for learning to scuba dive on a budget, with training available at reasonable prices. Head for the unspoiled beaches along Honduras' northern coast, which are great for solitude and snorkeling. On land, see the lively port of Puerto Cortes, then travel to the picture postcard beach hamlet of Omoa and the lovely city of Comayagua, with its quaint Spanish buildings and crowded medieval plazas. Grab a typical bistec sandwich for less than £4 from a neighboring cafe and picnic in nearby Parque Central. Number 8. Laos. Laos is yet another low-cost Southern Asian country. From sparkling Buddhist monasteries to lush woods and waterfalls, this country is ideal for both history buffs and nature enthusiasts. Monuments, palaces, temples, museums, shrines, and other beautiful architectural works may be found throughout the country. There are also other beautiful waterfalls dispersed throughout the countryside, including the Quang Si Waterfall, the Kone and Fa Theng Falls, the Tat Sai Falls, and others. All of the top man-made and natural attractions often charge about 1 or 2 USD in admission fees, and many people may successfully travel around Laos for less than $30 per day. Number 7. Vietnam. Vietnam, being one of the top countries in the world for street cuisine, should be on every foodie's travel bucket list. The marketplaces in Vietnam are fantastic. You can eat a wide variety of native delicacies for only a couple of dollars. Vietnam is also known for its one-of-a-kind natural wonders such as the limestone islands of Ha Long Bay and the world's largest cave, Hang Son Doong. Accommodation and transportation are also relatively reasonable here, which contributes to Vietnam being one of the most economical Asian nations to visit. Number 6. Indonesia. Indonesia is a Southeast Asian country made up of thousands of islands. This indicates that it is quite diversified. You can visit Bali, the most popular tourist island, or go to one of the quieter tourist islands such as Lombok, Java, or Sumbawa. Regardless, Indonesia is a fairly inexpensive nation to visit. It is better to focus on a few islands and fully explore them, rather than bouncing from island to island and spending a lot of money on transportation. However, if you discover a wonderful spot and stick with it, you may eat delicious, flavorful local food and stay in pleasant hostels or guest houses for a total of $20–30 per day. Number 5. El Salvador. El Salvador is also one of the cheapest Central American places to visit. It is a small country recognized for its natural beauty. There are numerous lovely lakes, volcanoes, beaches, and waterfalls to visit, as well as some intriguing Mayan ruins and archaeological sites. So, if you enjoy both history and nature, El Salvador is a must-see destination. Food is cheaper if you stick to native dishes, as it is in most Central and South American countries. Big plates of local food can be had for $3 However, a dinner of international food such as pizza or burgers can cost closer to $10. However, if you're a backpacker, you may get by in El Salvador on $30 per day. Number 4. Guatemala. Guatemala is a beautiful country with a diversified geography. It is located just below Mexico and is quite near to the United States, so you can find flights there for as little as $100. Guatemala is home to a vibrant Mayan culture. There are many traditionally clad locals who live the way their forefathers did. Other indigenous languages, in addition to Spanish, are likely to be heard here. Guatemala's borders include seaside towns, highlands and mountains, and tropical rainforests. Paddleboard on Lake Atitlan, hike volcanoes near Antigua, swim in natural lakes and waterfalls in the rainforest, and visit Mayan ruins in the north. And all of this can be done on a backpacker's budget. Number 3. Colombia. Colombia, located in northern South America, is an undervalued tourism destination. Colombia has something for everyone, with magnificent beaches and marine life on the coast, and colorful architecture and old settlements inland. Touring coffee plantations, ascending volcanoes, walking in national parks, snorkeling near the northern beaches, and exploring the cities of Medellin and Cartagena are all popular activities to do in Colombia. Colombian hostels cost roughly $10 per night, while public bus rides around the nation are merely a few bucks. Number 2. Bulgaria. Many people do not consider Europe to be an inexpensive location to visit. Scandinavia is incredibly expensive, as is the majority of Western Europe. However, Eastern Europe is frequently as inexpensive as Central America or Southeast Asia. Bulgaria is actually one of Europe's least expensive nations to visit. Because it isn't too touristy, the residents are quite friendly. Locals in Sofia, Bulgaria's capital city, conduct daily free walking tours for tourists to teach them about their culture and history. Hostels in Bulgaria cost between 5 and 9 USD a night, and you can treat yourself to a delicious supper at a nice restaurant for less than 20 bucks. Bulgaria offers outstanding historical architecture as well as natural beauty, and we believe it should be on more people's European travel bucket list. Number 1. Romania. Finally, Romania is another low-cost European destination. To use a cliché, Romania is a true European hidden treasure. It is a beautiful country with many interesting things to visit, yet it has very few tourists and is quite inexpensive. The Transylvania region is a highlight of the country, with numerous spectacular castles and quaint, attractive, colorful villages. You can also visit Romania to discover the wilderness, which includes the stunning Carpathian Mountains and the Black Sea beaches. Traveling on a budget through Romania means spending around $30–40 each day, making it one of the most affordable foreign countries to visit in Europe. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Which of these destinations fits your budget? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.